This just in. Police have confirmed the discovery of another victim in the series of brutal killings now being attributed to the so-called butcher. The body was found early this morning behind a diner just off of Route 16, dismembered and meticulously cleaned, much like previous victims. Locals say the killer may be targeting transients and runaways.
The sound fades into the low hum of a flickering neon light. Frank's Grill, home of the state's best burgers. The restaurant sat at the edge of the woods, the kind of lonely roadside spot truckers pass by without slowing down. Inside, the smell of cooked meat lingers thick in the air, rich, greasy, and almost sweet. Frank, the owner, moved behind the counter, wiping his hands on his blood-stained apron. He was proud of his burgers. They were famous, after all. Juicy, tender, and fresh. He told himself he wasn't a monster. He was a businessman, and business required sacrifice. His customers never knew what they were eating, and the homeless, the lost, the hungry, no one ever came looking for them. That night, the bell above the door jingled. A man and his daughter stepped in, travel-worn but polite. "Sorry we're late," the father said. "Just looking for something small to eat." Frank smiled, that same easy smile. "Everything's fresh tonight. Best burgers in the state." The father leaned towards his daughter. "Keep it under $5, kiddo. We're running late." Frank heard it and chuckled. "On the house," he said warmly. "Try the special." The father shook his head. "Appreciate it, but we'll go light tonight." Frank pressed on. "You from around here?" "Just passing through," the father said. "We'll sleep in the car." Frank's eyes lit up. "I've got a spare room out back. Warm bed, safe night's sleep, no charge." The father hesitated, then nodded. "That's kind of you." They settled into the small room. Daughter on the bed, father on the floor. Outside, the crickets went quiet. Hours later, the door creaked open. Frank crept in, rag in hand, the smell of chloroform thick in the air. He stepped over the lump of blankets that looked like the father and moved towards the daughter sleeping on the bed. He never saw the real father step out from behind the door. The blow came fast, a meat tenderizer cracking against his skull. Frank woke tied up to his own butcher's table, wrist bound with twine, cold metal beneath him. Fluorescent light buzzed overhead. The father stood nearby, wearing Frank's apron. "I gotta admit," he said quietly, "you keep this place spotless. Never would have guessed what was on the menu." From upstairs, music started, the daughter's playlist blasting through the floorboards. She called down.
"Is that good, Dad?"
"Little louder, sweetheart," he replied. "This one's a talker." Frank groaned, blood trickling down his temple. "You don't understand. I didn't enjoy it. The restaurant was dying. I had to do something. No one misses those people anyway." The father leaned close, voice calm, dangerous. "You fed them to the world and called it survival. You're not a chef, Frank. You're livestock that learned to stand upright." He picked up a boning knife, Frank's own knife. "Time to see what's left on the bone." The music swelled. The screams rose beneath it, muffled, drowned, fading. When it was over, the father wiped the blade clean, steady and cold. "All right, baby," he called upstairs. "Get the paper ready." The daughter came down, smirking at the mess.
"I wonder how a butcher burger would taste."
The father chuckled. "Hopefully no one ever finds out."
Breaking news. The man known as the butcher has been found dead in his own restaurant basement early this morning. Police report the scene was left surgically precise. A note was discovered, taped to the wall reading, quote, "Order up. Got your butcher. You're welcome." Authorities have no suspects at this time.